Well, I think the initial impact for our department was ease of use. I have a very tenured team. I wouldn't tell you we're technologically advanced in the field, and what this did was made the job easier for them to find opportunities within their stores and their markets. What it did for my team at the home office is get information to our field team a lot quicker, actionable, and the ability to report back on what they found. That's just internally. Across the business, we started introducing Agilence before we ever signed the contract with Agilence, talking about it with business leaders. In fact, we had a regional director who was so aligned to our former organization, he was a skeptic. And I could see him going from non-committed to starting slow nods to all in by the end of about a 4-minute presentation. He turned around to me and said, "I'm all in." And he was an influencer within our organization, and that was important. Because he loved our former tool and he was very nervous about it. And then at the home office, it's about sharing what the tool, the solution, I don't call it a tool, it's a solution, can do to impact other parts of the business, and we've done that.
How do we make sure that we're focusing on the right things at the right time? And by leveraging the tool, we're able to get to those things and make sure that we're focusing where we need to, when we need to, and ultimately, in my mind, when we win is when those restitution rates are down and not in the thousands, but in the hundreds. While some LPMs might think of that as not worth chasing, in my mind, that's when we're winning because they've not gotten away with it for 2 years or longer.
One of the examples I used on stage was non-receipted returns that were not being returned back to merchandise cards properly. We found over $1 million in opportunity of cash that should have been remaining in our stores that was potentially going outside of our stores and spent at other retailers. That's $1 million. That's 1 cent of earnings to any company out there. That's one piece. We've been able to identify issues with margin erosion in different vendors, or where damages where we're not getting the right allowances from vendors and they're hitting those ceilings very early in the year, and then our company's absorbing those costs for the remainder of the year. Now it gives us the ability to go back to those vendors and renegotiate contracts with them and get what we should be getting for their faulty product at times. Well, it's not a loss prevention tool, it's a business tool that we utilize. It's a business tool that loss prevention also utilizes. That's it.